Okay, so in this video, we're going to add navigation to our workbook. What do we mean by navigation? Navigation simply means we add this cover sheet. And by the way, if you want to add a new sheet to your workbook, you just right click and you insert new worksheet. And I have a new worksheet, and you can click and give it the name cover. I already have my cover here, so I'm not going to do it again. And you type in, all of these headings, your name, ID, and then the contents of the workbook. Okay, so I'm going to fast forward and pretend that you've done that already. So here's my menu sheet. So first we're going to put hyperlinks to each of these worksheets. So these are the 3 reports, and then this is the data that was originally given to you. So select the text that's going to become a hyperlink. So this is the text, you right click, and then over here there's link, click, go to a place in this document, and then select the link type analysis worksheet, and you click OK. So now this has become a hyperlink, and you'll see that its appearance has changed. And it's also become a bit smaller, but that's okay. We're going to deal with that later. Next, the booking behavior. So again, right click, click the link, place in this document, and then you link to the booking behavior analysis. Nationality analysis, right click, place in this document, nationality analysis. This is the price list, so link, price list, and it's the hotel bookings. So right click, link to the hotel data. Okay, now let's format our hyperlinks. So over here, I select the first cell because the first cell actually contains the text, and then we're going to change it to 14 there. So you'll see that there's hyperlinks here, and when I click here, I jump to booking behavior. When I click here, I jump to the price list. So we now have the first part of our hyperlink. Our next set of hyperlinks would be, we want to put this set of buttons on every worksheet, so that we can, when I click on cover, it brings me back to the cover page, or I can click the previous arrow or the next arrow to show me, to bring me to the previous worksheet or the next worksheet, so I don't have to go all the way down here and click it. So I'm going to do it here in booking behavior. I'm going to do it for one sheet only, and you can do it for the others on your own. So this one contains the booking behavior analysis, so you've done that already. But here are the titles. So first I'm going to merge and center, format the titles. This one also, merge and center. This one also, merge and center. And then I'm going to change this to number 20. And the height is around 30 pixels. So I'm just going to select these 2 and change the height to also 30, so they'll be the same. Right, so here's my report heading and the face. Alright, so I'm going to put a background color and change it to white. Okay, so I want to put the navigation system somewhere here on the right side of the report heading over here. So insert. Now I use something called shapes. You can also use pictures, but I use shapes. And you select a shape that has the shape of a button. It's up to you which one of these you want to pick, but I'm just going to pick this one. This one looks like a button. Right, so I'm going to use the shape. And in the format, I'm going to use this format. And to make it look like a button, I'm going to put an effect. I'm going to give it a shadow. And I'm also going to give it something called a bevel. A bevel will make it look like 3D, like here. Okay, so this one There's a bevel on the four sides there. So there. So I right click on the shape, and then here you see edit the text. So I'm going to type here cover, because clicking here will bring me to the cover sheet. So I'm going to choose the chevron arrow, this one. It's under block arrows. So now I can click and drag and draw it here. So there's my chevron arrow. Again, I give it this format. I give it a bevel there. Let me give it a shadow too. Okay, so this is the first one. So this one will link to the next worksheet. And I'm just going to copy this one. Copy. And I'm going to paste. There, I have the second one. And for this one, click on this thing up here that can make it turn. I'm just going to make it turn like this. So it's symmetrical to the first one. There. Okay, you have plenty of time to make them align better and all that. So now I've got my shapes, and now I'm going to set the hyperlinks in them. So first for the cover, I'm going to right click on the cover, and then here's link, and then I link to the cover. And then for this arrow, I'm going to click this arrow and then right click, link, and this one will go to the nationality analysis. And for the previous worksheet, I right click on it and go to link. The previous one will be room type analysis, and I click OK. Alright, so now when I click the middle button, cover, it goes to the cover. When I click this way, it goes to the next worksheet. When I click this way, it goes to the previous worksheet. Okay, now in the model answer, there's a background color here. So if you're wondering how to do that, I simply select from A1, I drag, I select the background cells of this section, and then I just put a color on it. Here. But I still want this to be that original color, so I'm going to set this back. So that's it for the booking behavior analysis, and now I leave you to do the buttons on the other reports. And by the way, for the cover, how to make that block solid color behind it, I click this cell here. This is a special, I click this button here. It's to the left of A and above 1, so I click it. This will select all the cells in this worksheet, and then I just put the color I like. Now I'm just going to use this light yellow one there, and just to make things a bit more interesting, we can put a graphic here. Sometimes you put the company's logo, but I'm just going to put a graphic this is just an assignment, so I'm going to put something that looks like statistics or measurements. So I'm going to go insert, and I'm just going to go to online pictures. I'm going to search using this image search engine. So let me look for something that says metrics. Okay, metrics are a group of measurements, and I like this one, so I click this one. I click insert. It's going to download and insert it here. So now this is the picture, and it's too big, so I'm just going to resize it. You can drag it by the corner. This caption here is the license for the picture, but I'm just going to delete it. It was also downloaded along with the picture. Okay, so I'm just going to leave you to wrap up any loose ends and complete the navigation system in your workbook.